Yeah.
We're live, bro. We're live. It's been a crazy week since last time. It's happened so many. I was gonna tell you on WhatsApp, like, hey, let's speak. It's like, oh, I'm gonna set up for the podcast, bro. It's been so many things up. It's been so many things, man. Crazy week, bro. It's just a lot of things happening, a lot of like stressed situations. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that was the thing. It's a good thing and the bad thing of the podcast. The good thing, obviously, is that we're talking more with each other. We're doing the calls more often, and obviously everyone can hopefully listen and enjoy it. But I just want to say it. Before we used to how me and Preben spoke normally was we send like voice notes, and we're really busy. So in the end, they accumulate to like 17 minutes or something, and then it's like I need to used to go to the forest for a walk just to listen to them. But now it's like we need to hold it. So it's like damn, but obviously it's better. I rather explain something in fun or interesting face to face like this. Well, face to face.
Yeah, bro, 100%. It's been so much. You know what? When you receive like a voice message of like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, a lot of things, you forget some things, and some can just it's just so much cooler we do it like this, bro. You just catch up on everything, man.
Bro,
like everything. And tell you,
I have a thing, bro. You're gonna be like, ah. I know your reaction is gonna be like, nah. Okay, bro. Let me know about Yoshima. Yeah.
Right, let me start, bro. No, it's been, all this thing, mainly my focus now these days has been obviously still just to grow the company, make everything better, So it's been like a little bit of background for it. I can just tell me a little bit, because I started a language school with I teach Norwegian. I started like 2 years ago. It was kind of just started in terms of like COVID started. I was like, what I'm gonna do with my life, because football kind of finished. I was like, So I started going to this language school of English, started teaching there a little bit, and then they took a little bit to piss with me. It was like some problems, with the contract, You know how it is when you work for someone else. It's obviously like, you want something and then you don't get it, and then maybe they take advantage of you. Like, it's like fuck. And I was like, let's just go on Instagram and just start posting videos of like, literally what I did in the beginning, bro, was like, I took like,
I remember.
I think you know this thing before. I then just started on Instagram, like English and Norwegian, both of them, remember. So I started like English, just posting like, I went to like 1,000 most common words in Norwegian and just like screenshot, like click on the phone, I just posted like one every day. It's like
maximum stealing content.
Like so.
No, bro, you actually set up like seriously. It's obviously a successful marketing campaign because you have thousands of followers in different social media accounts. But bro, you have no fucking clue about. I'm the marketing guy, and you just made it like, duh. That was like, it's sick, bro.
Yeah, bro. So it's just like I started like that, and then it kind of like it went. I remember that summer, like 4 or 5 months, it just went for like. I started getting a couple of hundred just with that. I was like, okay, whatever. Like I don't think about that. I went home to work in Norway a little bit in a summer job, and then I was just started posting. Okay, let's make it a little bit. So I started posting some stories about some tips and advices. I started being more active, like reaching out to them. We need some help. Started actually connecting with them and asking their questions, and kind of like creating that thing that like. Instead of just creating content now, I was listening to them, their problems, and then based on that, I was creating content. It's a little bit different strategy, a little bit. So I started growing, and all of a sudden it was like 1,000, 2,000. It's like it's actually working, this thing, and people are actually liking it. So I started a little bit more serious, where I actually made some effort a little bit. I'm really bad at the like design things, But I started like just a little bit putting it a little bit into place, some important words. And then with time also I started with some, actually spoke myself and was explaining different things, and also difficult vocabulary for people. So I started out like that, and that in the end I actually managed to grow to a couple of thousand. I reached 10,000, then 15,000. So it's been a crazy journey with that thing, bro. So yeah.
Yeah, bro, one sec, because my Wi-Fi... Piece of shit Wi-Fi. Okay, I heard everything a little late, but yeah. So, okay, bro. Yeah. So you said the story there. So let me know more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So and then in the end, I just I started doing classes, like small classes, just 4 people. Then I started with more and more. I actually started one-on-one, like with one guy. It was like some guy from Torino or something, like one Italian guy. Like, hey, like, can you explain this? I was like, okay. It's like super. 1 hour a week, remember, there's this guy, he was paying me 10 hours an hour, like just once a week, I got 10 hours,
10
10 euros. It's like, okay, whatever.
That's some bartender shit. Like, no, in Spain, 10 euros an hour is like, oh my god. You say no. Here, when you hear like the jobs like six euros the hour, it's like, well.
No, yeah, bro, for sure. I was actually working myself. A little bit off story here, but I was actually working myself in Spain as a food delivery guy. I was making 4 euros an hour, 5 years or something. Or working for like a few months. So it's like I know. That's
I will tell you something
like,
about when you finish your thing now. I will tell you something about that shit. I need to remember it. Yeah, continue with your stuff. Bro. You're gonna know.
Yeah. So basically, it started out like that. I told you I had one guy. This guy was just like paying me 10 euros an hour. It's like okay. So I started out, and some people just kept on writing me. I started okay. Let me accept more and more. It was still one-on-one here at this point, but I was still I was like okay. In the end, I was actually making okay. I can actually pay rent with this thing. It's like cool, you know. Like for me, for that point, it's like this cool. Like I can actually travel, do what I want, and pay rent with. I was like nice, man. I was really like getting that motivation, you know. Like I actually realized like wow. And then I started just putting my effort there. I still had my studies. I was doing things. I had like both of those things, but I was like putting a little bit more there, and I actually managed to get more and more to points like damn. I actually make a group of 4 people here. Just see what happens, you know. Just try. It worked out fine. Then I managed to go from 4. Then I managed to go from a lot of groups there, and I'm actually 10 and 15.
And all this growth from 4 to 15. It was always thanks to the social media and people just finding you organically and sending you a message and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was mainly Instagram. There was a little bit of and people who knew someone else who wanted to learn. It was like,
that's just the key. Yeah. So also for my business, it has worked like that. Although my business is quite different, what I do, which is a more consultant with SEO and ranking websites, but it's still solving a problem. That's what a business is. So, but it's literally key. Whatever business you do, whether it's retail, small thing, big thing, you or more people, whatever, is to try to get with a strategy people to you rather than you to them, because this is what you did. I mean, imagine the other way around. If you had to get clients going, going into university or going to places trying to do networking to get clients, that's just so long. And again, in terms of negotiating the pricing of the school or something, because you're going to them, like 6 euro an hour. But when they come to you are already in a more authoritative, you have authority in them, and you're finding the right people. So the people that actually want you. Why? Because they contacted you. So it's a game changer. That's key, to put resources if you're gonna make a business, to try to get that done as soon as possible. Even if it's a few clients, you don't even have to grow so fast, but a few clients until you can pay rent, like you said. That feeling is like, literally, I'm just creating money. It really feels like that because you don't work for when you work for someone, you're working. But when you create your own thing, especially at the beginning when it's little and you're like, man, I literally just made things and I can pay stuff with it. For me, it was really the feeling of
that's crazy.
What's going on here? Yeah, it's unbelievable.
100%.
But continue.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, it's exactly what you said there, bro. Just like reaching that point when it's obviously for me, it's always like no matter how much money I get in or how it's gonna happen, it's always gonna be for me going from 0 to like I can pay for myself. It's gonna be the best feeling ever. Anyway, like I don't really care if I make like millions or whatever, but the feeling of like going from nothing, like you are in, if you have no like income, I feel like you don't have any. What can I say? You have no like freedom to do things. You don't have no power a little bit because you're depending on always on other people's money or whatever. If it's parents or whatever you're lending, whatever you're gonna do, like. So that point for me was like super like, damn, this actually works. That was for me like. With all the, like if you put a timeline, like the beginning there, it's like, damn, this is fucking nice. So that was for me like a big thing, and yeah. So from there, bro, it just went up. What happened from there? I got some, I started paying for myself a little bit, and then I actually was thinking like, let's try to get more of these things, see what happens. Just also the feeling of like, I'm helping so many people. It just felt so good. So I just started going super hard on Instagram. Started with YouTube a little as well, Facebook. Started at different platforms. I started studying books about how to do this, studying courses, so just getting really into this thing. And actually, I stopped the university to just go.
That's a typical story, yeah. Like I left my studies for that, and then
I'm a college dropout. Like
you started in your garage. Like oh shit, my
bro.
But yeah.
You know what what I want to do, bro? Like, you know what I'm like, can I be the headline? Like, start like college dropout SEO.
Bro, I think that would be a better name than your Instagram, bro. Your Instagram is like underscore, like to the underscore together is horrendous, bro. You need to change your Instagram name, man. It's like is it like Norwegian underscore Academy underscore some bullshit?
No, it was not the
yeah, that's annoying.
Like, let's put
that's
two.
So annoying.
Yeah, bro, and yeah, actually from there, it just it grew quite a lot, and now lately I actually been managing these people, and now lately I just put my time all in all, my last weeks have been to find a teacher to help me with this thing because there's so many people writing me, so it's been like teacher. At the same time, dealing with all the rules and all the taxes, all the things going on. I'm going to tell you.
Just before,
so it's
just before like you continue with the story, just to give a little context there, it was quite a game changer for you from the story you said. Between less than a year ago or a few months ago, the big changing point for you was trying to automate the stuff. So rather than what you always say, bro, exactly. Of like selling your time for money, which is great if you can get a good price per hour and stuff, but what you were trying to do is to create a course, right? That a part of the course, exactly. So a part of the academy is you. So you're always going to do lessons. But another part, which is the new part you created, was creating a course that you put a lot of time into it. But then when it's done, and people buy it, they pay money, they enroll. So you're actually getting money there. It's like another source of money that you're not trading time for it. So that's definitely a game changer. So that's what you're looking to do now, right?
100%. Yes, exactly. Really good. Yeah, exactly. That was a good one. So it's always been for me, when I was doing this thing, I was always having lessons. It was good. I was making money to live and stuff. But I was always two motivations, I think. First of all, that I felt like, okay, my input is my output. So if I put more hours here, like work super lot, I'll get more money. Okay. Second of all, like think about, I'm really like this business is depending 100% on me. If I get a period where I have no energy, I don't want to do this because you know how it is in business, like you have these weeks, you're like, let's go, like fucking let's go. Like everything is so cool and you have a motivation. And then it's like those weeks where it's like, you feel like uninspired. You don't want to be there a little bit. Like you want to be there, but just like the motivation.
Especially as that we want to do a lot of things. Because like we said last episode, we used to play football. We literally had the same story before. Bro, it's weird saying this to you rather than to the camera because normally I talk to the videos like we're talking to the audience. I'm telling you something you already know. It's like, but it's good to give context as well. That we used to be like super focused in football, but we both liked other things. That's why we're best friends. Like we're so similar to each other. Yeah. So even now, we have our own businesses or on different niches, but we literally like everything, like sports, philosophy, business. Like the problem with that is that sometimes you want to do too many things at once, right? And it's definitely
exactly. That's kind of my problem as well. But I like to stay curious in a way. So I was saying that, So it was also the second reason of that I didn't like the feeling of if I'm go away for a little bit, or I don't know, I get sick, or my family gets sick, or someone gets sick, I need to do something, whatever it is. I step aside a little bit, and then the whole business just crashes. So as my focus has been a little bit to make something that is sustainable for me, that I know that I'm picturing like in a future now, like a system where the business is running, just helping so many people, getting money, and at the same time, I can be there if I want to. If not, I can step aside, but the thing is still working. So that's why my kind of focus has been now to put good places, good people in good places, good systems. I'm speaking with a lot of different people right now. I have 2 teachers I'm speaking with. I have one like content creator kind of thing, so like 2 things. Then I have one that is going to take care of all the computer engineering stuff, like all the systems, make everything effective. Because I need, obviously I have the people getting content, teachers, but I need also some kind of where to put the students in an organized way so everyone can have access to it. It's a lot of things basically. So I'm trying to organize this machine of a system where I can be it, like being there, motivating people, being there, like checking everything's good, but also that if something happens or I don't want to be there for a little bit, I want to do something else.
No, yeah,
I can
definitely.
Step aside and come back. Without the whole thing.
Yeah, like if you want to put more hours and focus a lot, is to grow something that is already making money. Not just about money. You actually providing value, teaching Norwegian. And if you want to put money, it will grow, resources like your time and effort, it will grow. But if you don't, it's not going to crumble. It's going to stay there the same. Like,
exactly. I had a thing in my mind the other day. It was like, I tried to change my perspective, I think, especially because when I was trying actually this week, I actually had the first official lessons with 5 lessons with just
with the girl, right?
Alone.
So the teacher I know, no, I don't know her, but I know
This is another one.
So you have 2 teachers now?
Yes, exactly. Yes. So I will explain it a little bit because I had one, and when I told you, she's creating the content. So it's like for me that she's creating it. So the students has everything. It's like, that was a really good step for me because the content was so much time. Everything needs to be good. Now it's about, I have a teacher that takes the actual classes there, like that can actually be in the Zoom classes and like explain.
Because the first one couldn't do everything in the end. It was too much, or.
Yeah, so I wanted, because I see her I want to have like the right. I hired her for the content creation because she's super creative. She has a thing, but I don't picture her in the lessons for some reasons that I wanted some other person to do it because I just see like the personality. You have different personality for different jobs. She's better for this for sure. The other one is better for the content. She's have a different character, different skills. I would just say like different strength. So I was thinking, I'm trying to get really good people there and really good people here in the.
And these are the decisions. This is your role now. You know, CEO of Preben Norwegian Academy. Is these decisions, because sometimes the CEO role, I don't know how to say, like, you're not actually like working there day to day, but your decisions could change, are way more important, could bring the business to this side or this side. So this is a decision, in my opinion,
100%,
that, you know, it's a big one, and it could probably, because it follows the logic, will work pretty well, because a lot of people do the opposite. They get one person and they try to save money or to save a hassle for them to do everything. And to be fair, being a teacher, teaching people, and even though it's the same niche of teaching, creating content is 2 different set of skills. So it's good that you were able to like identify that, okay, this girl can do this, she's better at creating the content, but in the lesson, you know, maybe I should find someone. Also, she doesn't go crazy also, because maybe it's too much. That's exactly. A big decision. Yeah,
exactly. I wanted to have both. Also, like, for example, if even though they're not working full time right now, it is my plan. My plan is to make them full time at the end, like to have those that thing going on, you know. But so also, like in the beginning, I have 2 people. If one of them, I don't know, something happens, I'm not like fuck, I'm alone again. I have to do everything. So like I can, in worst case, okay, you have to do both of them things now, like for them. So it's like a thing. I started. I think like a few reflecting a little bit this week of like how to think about this business now, because before I was thinking of work, and then maybe see if I can put people there and see if it works. Now I'm thinking more like an engine where I kind of step out of the engine. I build the engine first and then make sure everything's like all the parts work. They're super good. Have, if I look at this, the best parts in the engine for the engine to be amazing. So I step aside, but I think that as this owner of the engine, I'll say, it needs some kind of maintenance. It needs cleaning, I'll say, like the cleaning. The business needs maybe get motivated. Some people like slack off, or maybe some people have problems. I'm like what's the problem here? How is it going? Maybe people are struggling with something psychologically. So there can be different things like it stops working, or some people, or the money goes down, or whatever it's going to be. So then I need to be the one who's like go in, fix it, make the changes, support them. I think about my role a little bit more like that, rather than being inside and going crazy with all those things. So I'm starting.
No, it's like I said, like a decision-making role and like a checking role. It's more or less a mix between a CEO of the decisions and like a manager. You know, the manager doesn't actually do. He tells people what to do. That's why many people hate their managers. They tell them what to do. But it's a mix of those two. But I like that. Yes. I like. In my job, I mean, that's obviously what I'm looking to do also in the future and so on. It's just so much better to, again, everyone's different, but like just to make decisions. Because when you make a decision, us as humans, we do the work to find, understand, research, and then actually make the decision. And you're like, okay, I want it done. Like you want something and then you want it done.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are the one who has to do it, which is for my job right now, it's like I make decisions, this website, we're gonna do this strategy, and then it's like, shit, I need to do all this shit. Fuck. It's so much better if you can just tell someone, because because you have time for other things. And everything is faster, and your decision, you get the results way faster, and it's like an octopus a little bit, like da 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 da.
Yeah, bro, 100%. Like, if you think about it, like I was really reflecting. I was thinking, I'm making like a sketch on like my notes pads, like how to do it, and I was thinking like, let's speak with the teacher and have her teach, and then she reports to me. I report to the content creator and see to optimize this thing, like to see what do we need. But I was thinking again, like this is kind of a stupid way to do it. Like, let's put the teacher there, let's put the content creator there, and let them speak with each other, not me. I don't have to be in there. Like why do you have to be the reporting, just checking? It's like, I don't know. Like, if you can find people that it's still early for me, but find people that I can trust, good pieces of the engine, that they can actually communicate with each other. Like, there's a problem with this thing on the platform. They have a Zoom call, they speak with it, you have to fix these things. Like, that's how it should be. Like, I shouldn't be the one who was like in the middle, like a transmit, like, oh, do this.
Yeah, that happened to me with that happened to me with a client, with a client of I was the SEO, it was the owner, the Forex client from London, and then the writer. And at the beginning, I was speaking with him to the right, and then I was like, can I just speak with the writer? And because the writer, was like not part of the business, it was like third party. I think at the beginning he was like, no, well, but then in the end it was a mess, and I think that my client convinced him, and now we're speaking like super efficient. So it's definitely, but be careful. Imagine you're like for like a few months you do it, yeah, man, everything's working better, and then both at the same time they're like, oh, we go. And you're like, fuck. And then you see like some new Norwegian Academy, they just steal your idea and they open. You'll be like, nah.
Yeah, no. Bro, exactly. Regarding that, bro, I have still like bad, I don't know if we're going to time for all this tape, but about that I was going to say, because I've really been reflecting on that as well, because I have a lesson to share with you, bro. So that's why I'm going to say now. Because I was going to, with this thing that preventing all those things from happening, I've really been like including, not yet, but I'm going to more and more including like legal stuff, because to have things regulated, to have the copyright, I'm going to explain you why now, what happened. But basically that I'm really like more respect for the law, I will say. Now, I will tell you why now. But it's like, because I want to have people, accountant and lawyers involved, because I'll explain it. Because it's like, there's so many things with business, bro. I was, you know the way I am. I am like, I always look at myself as details in the short term. I don't really care that much about that. Like, for example, a text of a video, or for example, link to this thing. I'm not really good with that. It's because it's not the way I am. I'm not like, my mind is not like, look at this. I'm more like a vision in the future, like
maybe
in 5 years.
Not
so
technical. Maybe you would say that's like technical when you're really looking at things and this link didn't work. Normally that's a technical profile.
Exactly. So that's why I'm looking at the way I am, I would say, without drawing any conclusion. Like, I'm this, not this. Just like the way I like to be. Maybe like I like to be more efficient. Like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to create. So I will really just put other people to do those things, because the people that I find now, I'm really like smart about. They need to be the one who care about the details, because I'm not. That's why I'm really careful. Like, when I tested them, I was really like, okay, this thing, and I was like, my teacher now, she was like, this thing, we need to fix this thing. Why? We need to organize this thing better. I was like, yes, that's what I need.
Yeah, that's such a good feeling when you get someone, especially fast, bro, because to my understanding, you really haven't been suffering too much to find someone. No, you put a LinkedIn post, you do this, and then.
Yeah, no, I was looking quite a bit, bro, actually, with that. That was really, I was actually LinkedIn, I was on different platforms, I was creating ads on Facebook, I was going all over the place to find.
To hire someone?
Yeah, no, it was not, to find some good people.
Oh, I didn't know you put all the effort.
Yeah,
no. Then it's good.
So I swear, bro, it's, I would say it's a mix of things, like, to find someone, first of all, that, bro, this was me, bro. I was looking for a teacher. Like, I was putting in my like to-do list for that week. Find teacher, automated. I was like, this is gonna be fast. I started looking. I was like writing people on LinkedIn. Like, I'm working already. Like fuck off. Or, I'm working. Like how do you find
Imagine
someone
you
who's
send
not
everyone
working?
just
First of all, bro, like
fuck off to everyone who's like working, like yo.
because first of all, like if you think about it, how do you find first someone to be first someone that's not working, which is Norwegian teachers, not easy. Number two, it needs to be good, that fits your system. So that thing is that's not easy, bro. So you need to find three, someone you trust. It's really important things that I didn't think about. It's like just find someone, but it's really important. And I realized that I learned a lot about this thing, and finding good people is really difficult. And yeah, I was gonna say I'm speaking a lot here, bro, but my lesson was that I'm gonna share this thing.
I'm actually laughing because I see you're motivated, bro. You're just like the last. If someone here sees the last podcast, this man was like chilling like this, and I was like da 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 da. He's doing the same thing he does in his YouTube videos for the academy. He does these TikToks, like minimum transitions, like super just without editing, and they get like thousands of views. And he's always with the hand like, yeah, you speak so different in the stories, bro. You're like, the best place in Norway to get is here. And then it's like, what is it? Maximum different.
Yeah, I think.
Tell me the big learning point. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so bro, it was because like I said, I was always like just like do things, whatever happens, bro. But I realized this fucking weeks that it's not about. It's not always the case that it's the best year, because I'm always like just not think that much, just like fucking do and try, But I realized with one thing that you cannot do a lot with is just like if you're getting a bit bigger and you're dealing with the like numbers and the law, like if you don't even realize it, but if you have a small business or a company you're starting, like to stay inside the law is not always that easy to see. For example, because now I'm from Norway, but I'm living in Italy. You don't know this thing, bro. So obviously I first had my company in Norway. It started growing, and then it was like a convenient thing. Less taxes here in Italy. It's like, okay, let's move to Italy. Also because I was actually obligated to pay taxes in Italy. So like it was the law and it was convenient. So I did it. A couple of went to Italy. Then I was just like, okay, forget about Norway. I'm paying taxes in Italy, right? It makes sense. So I was just like, okay, I was speaking with an accountant, and then we're going to do the end of the year accounting. Like for last year, taxes, go through the numbers. So I was like, okay, fine. Show me the numbers of taxes. She showed it to me. Okay, like I was like, okay, it was good. It was kind of like less than I expected. I was like, fine, let's go.
Of the year, right?
Went
of
home
2021.
and I started, exactly the whole, because at least in this type of business I'm in now, we pay taxes everything in the end of the year. So nothing in the year. December, we find out how much basically. So I went home. I was getting from the account. I was like, okay, we're good. Me and Alice, my girlfriend, went home. Like, nice, the numbers are good. And I started thinking just on the table, like imagine I have to like the taxes in Norway. I didn't really check it really. Like I hope I don't have to pay it there. Like I was like, nah, probably nothing. I started thinking about it. Started just a little bit. We started drinking wine. It's like, I don't know. Let me check it. Fuck it. I tried it. I went on Google like. When to in Norwegian I was playing this thing like when do I have to pay taxes in Norway if I move out? It's like it was written like the first thing it came up, the snippet like super clear like even if you move out of Norway, you have to still have to pay taxes here for 10 years. Like 3 years, it was 3 years. I was like, what? I was like, oh no, I have to be some kind of thing here. I was like, how can I like it doesn't make any sense after this thing. I was like, oh my god, I'm living in Italy, I have to pay taxes in Norway? That's like fucking China, motherfucker. That's like, how can it be? But I understand that they are basically doing it like that because the taxes in Norway are quite high, so that they want to prevent people to make a lot of money and they move out with the money, and then they want to prevent that. So it's like basically to put a bit of understanding, the taxes in Italy was like 10,000 euros. In Norway, God. It was 24,000 euros. God. You can imagine the difference. So exactly, it's like 24,000. Imagine you get a message like just like that in a second. Like, holy shit, I have to pay that. Like, it's gonna put everything down.
So I'm guessing
I can't spend the money now.
You don't have to pay them because you're saying it as if.
No, actually. So what happened then is we started looking into it. The lawyers kept telling me like, yeah, it's probably gonna be like that. So there's nothing we can do and stuff. And we started speaking in Italy as well with some lawyers. It was like that. But then actually, Alice, my girlfriend, she studied laws, and then she started looking into rules, and she found like a document that was written before for like a treaty between Norway and Italy. That was a lot of articles and a lot of things. And it's like she started. I don't understand anything of this. She was looking into this thing. It's like it was written in one of the articles that it was like this. You know, a law is super like complicated. Like this law is applied if this rule here, but this rule here is also there. So it's like you have to interpret it a lot of things. So basically, we found out that if I was taxing here in Italy with this type of business, there's a chance I can just pay in Italy. Basically, it was like we found out this thing, and then we started. I called the lawyer again. He was like, actually, there's maybe a chance that you have to pay in Norway, just in Italy. So the situation now is that I'm paying in Italy. Maybe I have to pay in Norway as well, but we don't know for sure.
And when will you know?
After like 2 days of this, yeah, I will know in June or
because
July,
that's when you actually pay, right?
I decided,
in Spain too, in Spain it's April.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, exactly. So it's something like that. And it was like this after 2-3 days of this mental suffering, I'll say, like, I'm gonna pay. How can I do it with the money? Because if you don't know how much money you have, you cannot really make plans. Like you don't know like that stuff, you know. So I was just taking a decision like, just fucking forget about all this stuff. Like I cannot really control it, you know, in any way. Like it's just, I mean, it went crazy. I couldn't sleep for like I don't know this thing. So it was just okay. Let's just look at the focus on growing this thing, making more, getting better. Look at the future. And just from that moment, I didn't really. I just like switch it off.
It's
like,
difficult
happens,
because
like,
this is
I have
your.
To pay, I'm gonna pay.
For example, you're better than me at this thing. Like if I cannot control, blah blah. I'm good also, but I think things affect me a little more. You're really laid back, but bro, it's hard to follow this strategy when it really affects you. Because you could be like, oh, it's true, like you cannot control and stuff. But bro. One option is you have the same money you have. Another option you have minus 24,000. So it's like hard to stay laid back, man. It's hard.
Yeah, bro. I think that I was thinking about this thing, and I think it's important not to just like. At least I cannot do it with this thing I felt it a little bit more because it's quite serious for me. So like it's a lot of money, a lot of time I put in this thing. But I was really thinking about like. I felt that way for some days, and it was like I think it's important to feel the emotions of stress and feel the emotions of whatever we're gonna do, and then just start to like realize, okay, what can I do with this thing instead of getting stuck there. Like, what can I do? Stay 6 months like getting worried about this. If I do that, I was thinking, imagine that all the money and all the growth I can lose out on if I put that energy in. Let's just put 2 more hours a day in this thing growing, or put more, read more, like put this on reading more things and taking course that you can get smarter, so you can put more people there or grow the business better. So if that moment happens, I can actually make, even if I have to pay taxes both, I can actually go in zero or I even make money because I put so much more effort and be getting smarter. I think it motivated me a lot, those things. I first of all, I learned a lot. Second of all, I'm becoming more smart, putting more energy in the right things, and I'm really careful, really have respect for the law and for the accounting part. Like, I'm not going to make any like all the time. Now I was making a decision. People I spoke with an accountant, do this, Preben, this is the right thing. I was like, even she was what's it called, like a accredited accountant. Like she has a certificate to do it. I was like, really? Like, okay.
Definitely no. Because with these other people, it's always this is what I realized with my one. It's like. There is the accountants that do what needs to be done in taxes, so you don't get fined and everything. But then there's other accountants that I don't know if they have another name. I'm guessing they cost more, something. But they're the accountants that they're like there for you to save money. So they're just like you pay them, and it's called, I think, optimizing taxes, your tax payment. So they tell you, okay, let's do this better, or let's do that. And so it's important to find those actually there rather than I think I said last week also, it's the same with my SEO services. Like, I'm not just you need to rank your website. I do this and this to do it. It's not like that. For me, I make decisions. There's conscious decisions with expertise, experience, data-driven decisions. So that's what I always try to explain with my clients, and that's what I want from an accountant. I want an accountant who's gonna be there like personalized, you know, and they're gonna make you save money, not just like the same thing for you, because then they mess up. Like the lawyer you said that you called them, and they're like, no, you have to pay. Yeah. You did all the research, all the work, and you call them back, and they're like, oh yeah, there's this thing. It's like, bro, you should have told me, not I tell you. Fuck, you know,
bro, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I think there's so many just like, I don't know what it is. Like people who, I always think about this, like, if you do some research yourself first, or speak with a lot of people, you have so much more like information and leverage that you can go to the other lawyer, like,
that's why it's good to know about a lot of
for
things.
some reason. Maybe bro, like, seriously, he doesn't care. He doesn't, obviously, like, okay, it's a free consultation hour. Like, he's a guy who makes 500 euros an hour. It's like, I don't care, So it's like, or he just like, he's ignorant. He's like, he doesn't know. So it's like a lot of things. It can be a lot of things. That's why it's so good to this thing about, even though if you feel comfortable with a person or a teacher or someone else, I think it's important to just explore.
Yeah, and when you know about a lot of things, this thing we're saying, it transfers to everything. It transfers to hiring someone, what questions to ask, a lawyer or whatever. Even like, these things, I don't know in other countries, but in Spain it's almost normal that like when something breaks in your house, whoever comes is there to take the piss. Like they lie, they're like, oh, this other thing is broken, or they're like completely lying. So if you don't put an effort, or it's not like you have to, but to the point is that it's good to know a little bit about everything, because if you have no idea about housing or the water pipes and stuff, they're just gonna muck you off. It's like completely. But if you know a little bit, when they come, they're like this, and you're like, no, don't worry about that one in the back. That one, maybe it looks broken, but it's not really broken. And they're like, oh, fuck, okay. It's annoying. People just try to take the piss all the time. It's annoying.
Yeah, bro, 100%. That's why I try to learn everything I'm involved in. Try to have some general information about it, so that you can have some kind of, what to say when people are like, for example, to speak to me about, if I have a car, this thing is broken, I'd be like, I have some knowledge about, okay, no, actually, just like, so just like example, like, do you have some knowledge about what it is, so people cannot take advantage of you or like fool you or sell you. And
even if you don't like it, like for example, me cars, I don't like it. So it's like, if I need to fix my car, it's like, fuck, I need to go and learn about this. But bro, on the internet, just like a little bit or something, one night before going to sleep, a few videos, there are even videos about this. You can, like, how not to get mugged off when you go to fix your car. There's like literally, you don't have to do a whole course or something.
I swear, It takes you. It takes you maybe 10 minutes or something just to be. Bro, it's been like this lesson I've been sharing. It's been really cool to share with you guys as well, because I think it's something that for me was really like the way I am, and I needed to learn this thing to grow, I think. But for some reason, I learned this thing. I'm getting better. So yeah. But bro,
bro,
you have to some stories about you as well. I took the time my home.
I have
so
one more.
well,
I was thinking of one thing for me about taxes, but we can speak another episode. So it's not the taxes episode. I would say, because it was similar. But yeah, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna say, let me do the introduction.
Try to guess what it's about. Try to guess what it's just. You have three guesses. You have to say one word of a topic. See if you look into my eyes, bro. What do you think it's about? What it is about? What do you think? You have three guesses. No taxes.
What did you say? Taxes?
It starts with D.
Ricky or something.
Yo, no, it starts.
I was gonna say Ricky.
You have one with D.
I don't know. Just.
D, bro, D.
Huh? Or like.
Huh? Yeah, bro. How did no?
Like droga or something?
No, bro. No, tell me what you're gonna say.
No, I was gonna do the introduction of you because your story of how you get started and everything is really cool to hear. Because I remember when I met you, you were, if I remember correctly, bro, you were at that point, you were done with football. You were in a digital marketing firm. And you were working in an office. I just remember that because we went to parties, and this fucking madman, you just fucking went from the party, and you went to the fucking office like 8 in the morning, like
minimum productivity.
This guy is like, I was like, this guy. I met my fucking what's it called? My guru. Like, let's fucking follow this guy. That's so cool. He was so good. Tell me, because you started out, you went from football to the digital media, and now you're.
Yeah, so I say
you have your own company.
Bro, I have bad news, bro. The fucking battery is gonna stop with the camera. Okay. Yeah, bro. So to be fair, actually, I made a post I recorded a video for my content, my social media. That is a Q&A that someone asked me, like, how did you start doing SEO? And then I did like, I answered fast. But yeah, bro, it's like, I mean, like you said before, I used to play football. And then I in different countries and so on, and then I came back to Spain, which is like my my home. I was playing in West Ham, and I was playing in Campello.
Bro, which team do you play in?
Up the Hummers. No, but yeah, bro. So yeah,
Bro, I can't believe I'm sitting here with a former veteran of West Ham, huh?
So nice compared with the rainy, Netherlands, England, and all that. So yeah, I came back, and I remember the last year of football. I don't really know how. I think it was with like a YouTube ad, and then a few random things. I started getting into like D2 marketing. I was like, oh, what is this thing? Like for me, it was as like something super new now, like NFTs. When people are getting to know that, it's like, oh, this is completely new. For me, it was like that. It was like, oh, what is this? I didn't even know what marketing was. So I was like, what? So yeah, I started learning there a little bit and stuff. It was interesting, but marketing touches so many points that at the end of the day, because we are people that we like a lot of things, this sort of work suits us. Because he touches a lot of psychology, because I used to study psychology too, design, technical stuff, and so I was definitely attracted to it straight away. And I was like first studying, and then I got like jobs just because of the English. So here in Spain, when you know English, you already have like quite a few jobs that people are willing to teach you rather than you knowing already the stuff just because you know English. So it's like, oh, let's teach this guy marketing because he already has English and he can do all the other stuff.
Let's go.
So yeah, so I initially joined like a D2 marketing company that was focused on like one part of this, which was like advertisement and mail marketing. And then after some time, I joined another one that was like a little better and stuff. But I remember when I first joined that one, it had a bit of hype because it was from the owners of like a company in Spain that was really successful of eyeglasses called Hawkers, and they were the owners of that. So when I was there, I was like, damn. So I was there for a few months, but because it was a startup, it was only like 4 people working, and you could see, when you have a lot of money, we're not there yet, but when you have a lot of money, we see a business as like the biggest thing, like your company, my agency, blah, blah. But when you have a lot of money, the company is just like little, another one of many, right? So I think one of the owners of this eyeglasses company, they just made a little agency just to see if it worked or not. So after a few months, you could see it wasn't quite working. I remember when they told us like, oh, because our job is to do advertisement in social media and some things. And then later, after a few months, they told us like, oh, could you do some outreach too? Outreach means like looking for clients. And then that's when all 4 of us were like, this is not really working, obviously. So we started doing it, and I was like, literally, I can do this for me. I don't know why. I think it's because I was learning digital marketing and starting to understand SEO. And then, my job was really good, the job, because it's a typical job. I could go whenever I want. Remember, it was a joke, that thing. Like I could go like start whenever. And
holy shit, dude.
Yeah, that was brilliant. You can bring dogs and shit. It was like, what the fuck is going on here? We were shitting the dog there. One time he shot there, bro. I'm not going there for a week, man. It's the most horrific smell.
Oh my god.
Bro, shit is another level, bro. That's horrendous. How we talk from digital marketing to shit, bro? How do we do this? No, but I remember I was like, I don't know why, I just made a click in my head. I was like, I can do this by myself, bro. So I really remember, it's almost like a movie. I remember I had that thought for a bit, but it was one morning when I was like, boom, in my head, I'm like, I can do this for myself. I'm gonna do it. After because we used to have lunch there, and after lunch we had 1 hour. I was like, boom, let me have lunch and then send some messages. And then I started looking, bro. Just you don't have a lot of time in 1 hour to do, And I wrote a message to like quite a good restaurant here that they already have like good social media, so it wasn't really a good person to contact actually. But I contacted them, and the guy answered, bro. I was like, oh no, fuck. I was like, yes, but also fuck. Like, oh damn. And he was like, at the time I didn't know, but he was like a Mexican guy, really like straight to the point and stuff. Guy. So he was like, oh, let's meet.
I remember him.
Yeah. He's like, let's meet tonight. And so I was like, oh fuck. So yeah, and I went there and I honestly surprised myself because I didn't have then, because now with the meetings, they're really like, closing clients is not a problem, but because I know what I'm talking about and I have the experience and expertise. But at that time, I had nothing. I had a blog post experience, reading the 15 things to do with SEO, all these things. And yeah, I don't know, I just it came out of me, something that I knew I had it, but not in that sort of setup of like a business call and so on. And I closed the client, and I was just, initially, quite surprised, especially my initial clients. They really didn't care too much what I did. They just, I don't know, my mom always jokes, like, especially when I had my second client a few months after this, which was a really nice Dutch guy. I get on really well with Dutch people. They're really nice. And I lived in the Netherlands for 2 years. So, and he was like, my mom said, I think he just hired you because he likes you, like when we met, he was like talking with a friend, like, because they didn't really know what I was doing. There wasn't really results compared to what I get now. Now everything's struck to a T,
exactly.
But yeah, that's how I learned, bro. And I initially was like, let me get my, get to the, like you said before, the level of paying my rent with this. And I always knew, I'm like, man, I'm basically going to university or like learning something and getting paid for it. Because there's people who learn what I'm doing and not really even that, because university, they just say a few things and that's it. Especially with like D2 marketing degrees, like, what is this? And but I was getting paid. I was like, man, I love this. And I was just getting my money, like it was enough to like pay rent, like you said, but not a lot. But I didn't even want to grow. I remember, because I was like, I want to be legit. Like, I know that if I grow, I know I'm being really lucky with this style of clients that they don't really care. And it was like 3 or 4, sometimes 2, sometimes 4, around that. And I was like, I know this is not reality. I'm gonna get with clients who are gonna be on my ass, oh, the results, this and that, and you just get stressed, man. And everything took a long time to do. Every action I had to do, because I didn't know, I had to search it, like how to do this. It takes a long time to do, but I was always motivated, because I thought, next time I know how to do it. This is how you learn. Doing, but just doing. And
that is crazy. You get paid, like you said. You're getting paid for learning. That for actually.
Yeah.
How to say, like normal typical learning school is like go to school, study, go out, apply it, get money. But there's like you go into a practice, you get money, you learn, you have fun. It's like what a great combination, really.
Definitely. No, and I think there's many factors there that are under my control. Of like, learning, I don't know, a lot of things are my control, but other things are not under my control. Like, I think I was really lucky with a specific thing that I got interested in, which is SEO. I didn't say it, but I do a specific part of digital marketing, which is ranking websites in Google. If you have a business and your type of business, which most of them do, there are potential clients who could potentially buy from them at some point. They all have questions, and people go to Google to search for questions. So whether you're searching a question to perhaps buy something in the future that you yourself searching might not even know, so you're getting a bit of knowledge, or you're straight away looking buy property in this city or something like that. If a website appears there, if a brand appears there, and you go to the page and the page is
what a huge potential that is. Like you have a business, you'll be able to rank in those top or whatever that down is. What a huge, like if you think about it, whatever it is people are searching for, whatever you're selling, what you're searching for, what a huge opportunity to get people to see you just by ranking. It's like unbelievable marketing.
I always try to explain when I have meetings, I try to understand really quickly the client. If it's the type of client I need to explain in very basic, intermediate, advanced stuff. But I always start with this thing, is that the thing that is a game changer with SEO is that the potential client is looking for you rather than the business looking for them. So it's like we were saying initially with Norwegian Academy, when people come to you, everything is easier, right? So other types of advertisement are more intrusive in a way. So ads, no one wants to see ads. You're in social media, you want to see, cats eating or I don't know, memes and stuff. You get like, oh, buy a property here. It's like, oh, come on. So, but with SEO, the person has made the choice to search for you. So every kind of thing, for example, like click-through rate, how many people click when they see you, or how many people convert, they do an action. Everything's way higher simply because of that, because people have chosen that they want to see you. So that's a great selling point. And my point to explain all this was that I think I was really lucky also that this specific part of marketing is really booming. So, I was in the right place at the right time. I think you too, bro, which is so similar to each other. You too with you, because at the end of the day, you started doing some videos and stuff. And for example, with Rebi or myself, we do our videos. And because it's really a niche market, it's much harder to get views. But your one, you get boom, a lot of views, but not only views, followers. Those followers turn into clients. So I think it's because it's a need in the market. People need online, a quick way to learn Norwegian and so on. So you're there, you give it to them, they give you money. That's it. That's how it works. So yeah, we've been lucky there with that, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I think
Cool, yeah.
you were before I had to say my story because it was okay, yeah, fucking the big thing, bro. So yeah, so I've been growing and stuff, and there was a point that I said, okay, I'm ready. I have enough knowledge to get more clients and to know what I'm doing, because I really wanted to create a structure. I always work better, with structures, and I literally, I'm a freak with this. I always write down what I do specifically, how long I take, and so on. So that turns into my clients too. I create things that later are more efficient. So I get the same result or better with less time or less resources. So there was a time I said, okay, I can get more clients. I'm not going to go crazy. So I started growing, and that's when I started my social media. And basically the same thing as you. I said, okay, let's do videos. Let's mix my knowledge and my sort of, I'm crazy and stuff. So let me entertain people so they stay watching the videos, and hopefully I get clients. Maybe no, maybe yes. But the goal was three things: to get more authority in my niche, in my market. So I get more clients because people might see a few of my videos, try to learn, and in the end they're like, I don't have time for SEO, let's just hire this guy. I know he's good. And also, to create a community, and in the future perhaps monetize it, with brands paying me to mention their tool or whatever. So yeah, funny enough, especially TikTok. TikTok is the one I've grown the most, which it would be the least serious one. Probably LinkedIn will be the most serious one, but TikTok is the one who worked the best, and I got all the clients from TikTok.
That's crazy, man.
So I got this part already, that I got a company that teaches masters in a really sort of compound way. Yeah. So they give you like master classes of 50 minutes to learn about business. And they contact me to do a part of the course, and I did it back a few months ago. And then after that, they contact me to do like a weekly webinars. So
really?
Yeah, you didn't know this?
No, so you do like weekly webinar with them also?
Oh, I didn't tell you?
No, man. The fuck?
Bro.
Really?
Oh shit, I didn't tell you. Yeah, bro.
So how's that work? So you do like, you have to be, they like you. Well, how's it work, bro?
Oh shit! I thought I told you. Yeah, no, they contact after I did the module. They put my module, bro, in the like world digital marketing course. Remember, I was like with the big famous people, because they've mixed famous people. So the people are doing the course, they get like a famous business guy, and then suddenly the next lesson is me. It's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, I remember when they contacted me through LinkedIn. I thought it was like the typical thing. The promotional email, like, oh, join our master.
Yeah.
I was almost gonna be like, oh fuck, but then I know the brand because they're big, especially in Spain. And I contacted, they were like, oh, they want me to be the teacher. What the fuck is going on?
That's fucking crazy.
I just I just learn SEO with blog posts and shit, and now I'm a teacher. What the fuck? So yeah, so then after that, they contact me they were preparing like weekly lessons. So I started doing it, bro, and initially it was good, but the problem is that they told there was like 3 or 4 teachers, one for each sector, like for Germany, for USA, for UK is mine. So they were telling us what to teach. So each week they have a module, and at the end of the week they have an exercise. And the point is that in my day is Wednesday. On Wednesday we go through a little bit the module and the exercise. The problem is that exercises, there was not 1 hour to speak about that exercise. It's too simple, and it was like, nah. So we did a few lessons, and then we spoke, me and a teacher. There was the 4th week, no one connected to my lesson. Yeah, we were getting like between 3 and 7 people, and that one didn't connect, and there was just one guy there. connected. I was like, oh, hi. And he's like, oh, I'm a teacher also. I was like, yo, and we spoke for 1 hour, like the German guy.
What?
Is super nice. And bro, we make like a marketing plan for them. They should pay us more. we spoke like how we should. He was like way more concerned than me, because for me, I do my hour and stuff and that's it, But I don't know, he's like more of a part of it, I think, or something. He's like, oh, we need to change this. We only have 3 people. I was like, okay. So we had a meeting and we told them to, like, instead of you telling us the lessons, we are experts in this, this, and this. We all have a different profile, so we teach the lessons. And they were like, okay. I was like, oh shit, wow, that's great. They like listen. So yeah, we started doing that, and bro, the first lesson, she obviously 2 weeks before she puts in the newsletter. They put in the newsletter because it's a girl, the manager, and so on my lesson, it was like how to rank websites in Google. It's like super like, oh, I want to go to that webinar, and we had like 56 people, bro.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, I was like, because it was after 4 weeks, the 5th one it was a lesson about what I know, so I wasn't so nervous. The other ones, there were a few things I didn't know too much, like one about customer value, something more like business related rather than SEO. So I had to prepare quite a bit, but this one I was relaxed. Like 10 minutes, I didn't prepare anything. I was just I was gonna speak, and I checked and I saw the 55 people signed. I was like, fuck, shit. I was like there, and then after that call, bro, instantly, because at the end of the lesson they asked me for like, oh, can you give your social media, your website? I was like, oh yeah, of course. So I gained a few followers, and instantly, bro, I got like someone went through my website, saw my services and prices, and they were like, oh, we want to hire your SEO services. I was like, oh shit.
Nice.
And bro, I checked the website and it was like, bro, it's like a big brand, and guess,
nice,
bro, where are they based? Starts with D.
Denmark.
Now?
D?
Dubai.
No way.
Dubai.
Ja. Yeah.
Bro.
Mate. You fucking did it, mate. You fucking did it.
Bro, so I had a talk with the guy. Yeah, typical guy from Dubai, super nice. Super good, and yeah. So I had a talk, and the only problem is that they have quite a custom-made website. So I need to speak with their IT team to see if anything I ask for is going to be done realistically, or is it going to take like 1 year to move a button or something. So let's hope that's fine. And yeah, we were speaking about.
So is it like? Is it with codes or?
Oh yeah, so they're a big company, bro, that they have similar to the one in Mexico. They have offices to rent of like co-working, private, everything. But bro, in the like Burj Khalifa and everywhere, like everywhere in Dubai and in everywhere in that part, in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in a lot of places, they're definitely a big brand. So I was telling the guy, in the meeting, I was speaking like that. I don't mind if it's a big client or a small one. I'm always kind of try to be myself. I was like, oh, I'm how do you say, frotando las manos. How do you say? Anyway, I'm licking my lips looking at this, at what you have, because I can do so many things with SEO, because it has a huge potential. And yeah, so and also we're talking about the higher prices. He might hire, because I added a new plan which is much higher the price, and he was like, oh yeah, let's do that one. I was like, oh, okay, shit. So yeah, and I told him in the end, because at the end of the meeting, we almost like talking like friends. So I was like, oh, I'm looking to a friend to go to Dubai. So I said, we will rent a few offices, because me and him, we are your potential clients, because we are like digital nomads. He's like, yeah, come and tell me. He's like really serious, like, tell me if you come and we will host you, blah, blah, there. Like, yo.
Yeah. But wait, so where's he from? Is he like a... is it from Dubai? Is it like an?
Yeah.
Is he from there?
So. Yeah, from that area.
Local?
For sure. I don't know if Dubai exactly, but from that area, yeah, definitely.
Okay, because okay.
I will tell you the name of the company later. Maybe you know it. I don't know. Maybe it's quite big, like outside there.
Tell me, bro. Tell me which part also.
Yeah, I will show you. I don't really know yet, like in the map. They have a map with like offices everywhere, so it's just everywhere. But yeah, I'll let you. But if we go there, bro. Which you haven't said anything, so maybe you're like going back now. You're like,
No, I definitely, bro. I have still. It's just like so many things going on here now.
Nah, yeah, you told me.
My brothers are coming as well. I have to tell you, but like coming here to Italy to visit me.
Nice.
We're gonna do some things. So it's like, and I'm trying to, we have some trip coming up to Paris. We're gonna go to go skiing.
Rebby told me you go to Paris, bro.
Yeah. So
fucking copy me, bro. You copy me, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because my actually there was a gift from my girlfriend's mom. She gave it to me in a gift, like a trip to Paris. I was like, oh yeah, let's fucking yeah.
Bro, you're gonna love it, man. It's so nice, man.
Yeah.
You need to take the thing. Like, you need to take the thing with the scooters like all day. So you don't go stress, every meter is charging you money. You just pay like 12 or something, or 16, I remember. And you go everywhere. I told you can go into like the Prohibida, with the cars going towards you. You can just go through there. They have like a little lane. And me and Rebby, bro, like we saw a lot of places. And we were talking the other day, like, man, obviously we'll go to other places first, but we will go back to Paris for sure, Like,
wow.
It was
That's cool. That's really good.
It was that good.
Damn, that's. How did you stay? Did you stay in a hotel? Where did you stay?
Yeah, in the worst Airbnb in history. That's where we stayed.
Yeah, that was it, bro.
Bro, it was. I don't know how to explain. It wasn't shit in terms of that is just like horrendous, like homeless or something place, but. In terms of like acceptable, it was the shittest acceptable place you can find in Airbnb. Wow. If you go to the app and you type shitty place, you find that. Bro. Oh my god, it was so
bad. Didn't you check the reviews before going? Or was it like...
Bro, it looked good, man. It looked good, the reviews.
Yeah.
You had a few, but they were good, man. I mean, it's difficult, man. I think they know tricks now how to
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Oh man, it was it was a disaster to play. But
really?
yeah, it was. Be careful, man. It was horrendous. It was.
Bro,
horrendous.
when I think about Paris, I'm like, it's like the city skyline. Like,
Remy was like,
right, I guess.
Remy was like, we should have took a hotel. I was like, fuck, maybe fuck.
I think, bro, like going to obviously like hotels center, you pay more and Airbnb, so it's just a thing that. I don't know. It depends on the period as well. I don't know the prices there either. So
no, but you have to go, bro. You have to go to the Louvre, obviously. But you need to buy the thing of the earphones to listen. But they have like a Nintendo DS, bro. Remember Nintendo DS?
Yeah.
They have it, and you just when you move from one room to another, it moves also in the DS. It has like a GPS, and bro, you just like press in the thing in the screen in the painting you have, and there's like 3 types of information, like the history of it. The technical part of it, of like the painting, and then another thing. It's like, man, and we saw like 2% of Louvre, man. We'll definitely go back and see more things, man. But you're gonna enjoy it, man. I'll tell you like more places to go and stuff, and to eat as well. It was a bit expensive, but it was good. So normally these places is like I pay more and I get either the same of where I live or like worse, actually, many places. But here you paid more and it was nice, so it's like fair enough, like whatever. It was amazing, bro. Fucking. But yeah, man.
Bro,
if we go to the expo, no, it was like really like, because I said everything and he's like, oh yeah, wow, you're gonna come. But then after we spoke and then we changed the topic, then he said like, tell me if you come, like again, like we'll host you. We will, I was like, damn. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely, like those super. I know some people there as well. There's next level, like how can the English word is like hostable.
Yeah,
super. Like they want to super like they want like they're super like welcoming. They're super warm and especially. But also the locals there. The locals there, but also like the people. There's a lot of people from the countries around, like the Middle East, just huge. Yeah.
But he told me like, be careful. He told me be careful that it doesn't finish, because I said maybe we're looking to go now or in March. He's like, oh, what Because ends in March, and I said what day specifically? He said I'm not sure, but it will end, so we had to make sure.
Yeah, no, he said until the 31st of March. I hope they don't pack something down, 31st. But I was thinking like. March, like beginning of March, I'm looking into it. I was thinking like, go now. My friend was like, everything's clear, come now, the guy. And I was like looking into it because I always said this thing with my business, the thing.
Bro, you're fucking, you're like shitting yourself with the thing of the tax, like you're fucking shitting yourself. No, I would be too, bro. I would be too.
So I'm just trying to figure out the thing, and it's like so many things, plans going. It's a nice thing. We have a lot of plans, but definitely Dubai. I'm for sure. We're going there, bro.
No, bro, I mean, with what you told me last time also with the thing of the expo, it's like, if we're gonna go, or if you're gonna go, forget even about me, it's like now the time to go, because it's the thing of the expo stuff. It's like, and it's not too hot because later it's too hot and shit. It's like, so we do it, bro, for sure.
Definitely. Very.
Perfect, bro. So should we stop it so it's not too long and shit because it's already 23.
Yeah.
So okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.